Hi, I'm Matt Strollo. I'm here to talk to you about the all-new Impact Vaporlight Travel Trailer Toy Hauler by Keystone.
And I'm Mark Strollo. Take it away, Matt.
Awesome. There's so much exciting information here. I want to jump right into it. First off, the Impact Vaporlight Travel Trailer. Super lightweight travel trailer, but the nice thing about it, Mark, you actually have a 100-inch wide body versus 96. That actually gives you 11 more cubic feet of storage space inside the travel trailer versus most other brands at the 96-inch wide body. This is at 100 inches. That's unbelievable, Mark. On the front here, back in the day when we were growing up, you used to have the crank jack. Not anymore. You have the electric tongue jack. Comes with the LED light. You have two 30-pound propane tanks. That increases your camping time, and you don't have to stop to fill up propane tanks in the middle of the camping season, Mark. The other cool feature on the front here, you actually have a front diamond plate. Any rocks, road debris, it's going to keep the front of your unit looking clean, sharp, and give you better resale value over time. Let's go over to the entry side of the camper. On this side here, I love the gel coat, Mark. What are your thoughts on the gel coat? This is huge.
I think it's absolutely amazing. I think when people look at that, it just looks amazing.
Look at the shine on that. Look at that. I mean, this looks like a $500,000 diesel pusher. The nice thing about the true gel coat, most brands will just put a cheap Phylon. You look at it and you can see the fibers in here. But on this exact Impact, they upgraded to a true gel coat. That's 4 coats of clear coat on the sidewall. It's going to look resilient and polished and just shining and glimmering over time. It's so exciting that they actually did this on their Impact travel trailer for this year. If you look down the side of the unit, huge electric awning. That thing is probably the largest electric awning on a towable unit I've seen. What do you think about that, Mark?
I think it's awesome. I think you can do so much under an awning that size. A lot of times with awnings that are much smaller than that, you're really limited to what you can do. In fact, actually, that awning covers both doors.
Wow.
So it's much better than you might find it in other toy haulers.
Going on the doors, Mark, I don't know if you noticed, but you actually have 30-inch entry door as opposed to 26. So it's easier to bring things in and outside of the camper. The other nice thing, too, you have a 3-tier entry step as opposed to a 2-tier step. Some brands, the step starts right here. So people that have difficulties like my brother, he might have a hard time getting in. But this is actually 3-tier step as opposed to 2. Then the lend-a-hand grab handle makes it easy transition getting in and out of the coach. Going down the side here, they do a great job of just blending in the side of the camper with the Jensen outdoor speakers. Most brands will put cheap white plastic. It's going to get dull and dingy over time, moldy and mildewy. It's not going to happen here. They do a great job of blending that in with the gray gel coat sidewall. On the back here, you're going to notice the frameless windows. This is awesome. I can't believe they did it on this price point of a unit, but you actually have frameless, tinted, upgraded safety glass windows. Most brands have the cheap rubber seal around that. You're going to get tons of leaks over time. It's just not going to happen. The other big feature, I forgot this one big feature on this unit. I'm surprised I did. I get a little excited, Mark. You have actually upgraded 5,200-pound Dexter axles on this coach with front adjusting brakes. You get 50% better stopping power than any other brand in the industry. That's unheard of. I'm super excited about that. If we go down to the far back of the unit, Mark, can you tell us about the garage door?
Matt, I think one of the most important things about this garage door is that it's actually 8 feet tall. So it's about a foot taller than most other manufacturers. If you can kind of get a look here, if you can picture, losing about a foot here, you're going to end up having a much higher entry into your multi-purpose vehicle or toy hauler. So if you have a motorcycle that weighs 500 pounds or 600 pounds, having that extra long entry door just makes it a lot easier and effortless, pushing a four-wheeler or a motorcycle up the ramp. It's an 8-foot ramp door. Most manufacturers at 7 feet, and I think that's just a really big deal.
That's awesome. Going up in the garage door, Mark, going on your 8-foot ramp door, the one thing that is kind of nice, it makes it a little bit more livable. This unit makes your garage actually a whole nother living experience. You actually have a retractable screen door Most brands, it's an option. It might cost $300-400 to add. It comes standard with the Keystone Impact Vapor Light. The other nice thing too, you actually have Kingolium upgraded flooring. This is Kingolium, not linoleum. The linoleum's super cheap, easy to tear. This Kingolium, it's non-porous, won't hold smells or oils. You can spray it down with a hose, super easy to maintain. The other big feature too is they do a phenomenal job. I don't think there's another manufacturer out there, Mark, that actually builds their chassis or their flooring like Impact. And the reason why I'm telling you that is because if you get a good picture of this, you don't have D-rings. Most brands, almost 99% of toy haulers, you're gonna look in the back, you're gonna see cheap D-rings. Not the Impact, not the Vapor Light, they're not gonna do that to you. You actually have 5,000-pound tie downs. 5,000 pounds, think about that. I mean, you're gonna put $30,000 Harley in here, you're gonna put four-wheelers, you want peace of mind.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just amazing.
How many tie downs, Matt, are in here?
You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you got 9 tie downs. That's a huge piece.
Pounds.
Each single one's 5,000-pound tie down to their steel waffle board flooring, and they do a great job of that. And they actually bolt this right into the frame. Most brands just screw it in or staple it in. Not Keystone. They actually are upgraded to 5,000 pounds. Most brands are maybe 500 pounds if you're lucky. Going into the back garage, it's nice because you actually have a whole extra entry door. Again, those are 30 inches versus 24 inches. It actually comes standard with the upgraded furniture, Mark. Electric bed, that's sweet. You know, you just press the one button there, comes up and down.
So easy, even you can do it.
Yeah, even I can do it. If we go inside here, easy recliner couches, all leather, upgraded. Mark, he's gonna, be a messy eater. Don't worry about it. You can just wipe it down. Mark, is there storage in there too? I think there's storage on the sides. There's actually storage on both sides, remotes, whatever you got. You actually have a USB port and an outlet on both sides. I don't know if you can see that in there. You also have lighted cup holders and heated seats. So that comes standard with this. That's awesome. Most brands would never think of that. The other nice thing too, look how big the windows are, Mark. I mean, that's just amazing. Most brands they won't even put windows in their side here. You got cross ventilation. You got 2 huge windows, tinted safety glass, upgraded pleated shades, LED lights. They're cool to the touch. It makes it cooler inside and just easier to work with, and they last a lot longer. What else we got in here, Mark, with the kitchen?
Matt, you might want to mention a few things about this refrigerator, because that is not the size refrigerator that you see in most travel trailers or toy haulers. Matt, what can you tell us about this? It's a much bigger refrigerator. It's an 8 cubic foot refrigerator.
Yep, it's made in America. Most brands, they got an off-brand. You don't know where it's built. It's hard to get parts and pieces for it. 8 cubic feet. We're talking most brands, Mark, they stop right here. This goes all the way down.
So is it possible that you have an extra shelf?
You got extra shelves. The cool thing, this actually has magic fingers, Mark. Don't get a little weird on me here, but this has magic fingers. Down at the bottom here, you put, a lot of people don't think of this, but you put sodas, you got gallons of milk in here, and the magic fingers actually hold everything right where it's supposed to be. They're not going to slide around going 70 miles an hour down the road. So 8 cubic foot refrigerator versus 6. I can't believe that, Mark. I mean, how big is that?
Huge TV. I believe it's a 40-inch TV, Matt. That is absolutely huge.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You can move it around. It's articulating arm.
Yeah. So that is just huge. A lot of manufacturers are going to put a small 26, maybe 32 in their living rooms for the Impact Vapor Light. That's amazing.
That's huge. Now, storage galore in here. I mean, they do a great job putting as much storage as they do. They got pantry space all over the place. You got drawers. A lot of brands will just not put any drawers in it because it costs a lot of money to put the drawers in here. But you actually have 2 huge drawers for pots and pans. Can you get a shot of this? You got a battery disconnect switch in a travel trailer. Mark, have you ever seen that?
No, motorized, Matt.
Yeah, I mean, only in a $500,000 diesel pusher. Nice thing about the battery disconnect switch, you forget to turn off the light in the bathroom. You come in here, just hit that, all lights will go off, save your battery life. That's huge.
Matt, what happens if you have something drawing down your battery that you forgot, and say you left your toy hauler for the evening? What happens when you come back? What happens to your battery?
Happens, you actually start saying a lot of 4-letter words, and then you start getting really irritated. And with this coach, if it didn't have the battery disconnect switch, you'd be done.
Right, so no draw on the battery.
No draw on the battery. I mean, you go camping and enjoy yourself, and that just makes it that much easier.
Right.
So I'm super excited about that. The storage, again, just going back to that, I'm sorry I keep on going to it. You got nickel-plated hardware. This is all real metal instead of plastic. Look at the storage in there. I mean, you could put anything in there. You got an extra shelf. Most brands don't put a shelf. You have upgraded hidden hinges on here, which is more residential than the other cheaper brands out there. You have tons of counter space. You have a huge oven. Look how big the sink is, Mark. The bedroom, you have a walk-around queen bed here. You press a button, it can go up against the wall. This is actually pre-braced for a bedroom TV. And again, you have tons of storage. You almost feel like you're in a walk-in closet over here, Mark. I don't know if you notice all the storage here, just endless amounts of storage. Mark, you got a couple things to add?
I know there's a couple of different floor plans with the Vaporlight, and correct me if I'm wrong, but they're all enclosed garages, right?
All enclosed garages. That just keeps your camping season a little bit cleaner. Keeps any, no pun intended, vapors out of your living area, and it just makes it that much cleaner.
So the ones that aren't enclosed, the toys that you're carrying, if that's what you're doing,
I mean, you're just breathing in fumes, oils, all that stuff. You keep that where it's supposed to be in the garage area. You close the door, and you don't have to worry about it. You can stay in here. It smells good. It's the way it's supposed to be.
Right.
Stuff's in the garage, stays in the garage.
Awesome.
Going over to the bathroom, Mark. The bathroom is massive in this unit. You have a ABS one-piece shower surround, so you're not going to get any leaks. Some brands actually just put wallboard, believe it or not, in the shower. You're definitely going to get leaks if you don't have this ABS shower surround. Make sure you have that. You have a real wood medicine cabinet, 2-tier shelf, huge sink, more storage down here. They just don't stop with this stuff. The toilet is actually a foot flush, Mark. That's going to be easier for you. And porcelain toilet. Most brands have the cheap plastic toilet. This is going to be more residential, easy to clean, and it's going to make life a lot easier. Mark, if someone wants to do financing and stuff on this, how does that go?
Actually, it's really, really easy, Matt. I know we don't talk about that a lot, but that is probably with our dealerships, it's actually a little bit more easy than most. It's just super easy when it comes to down payments and payments in general. Because the terms on these, you can go out a little bit longer than most. So payments and down payments and terms in general are just a little bit more flexible.
Awesome. Mark, I'm so excited about the brand new Vaporlight by Keystone. There's so many features on there. Just to recap, you got 100-inch wide body versus 96. So you have more storage capability than anything else in this price point. You got 8 cubic foot refrigerator versus the 6. And 40-inch flat panel inside, is that correct?
Yeah, those are big things, Matt.
Huge.
My favorite things on the Keystone Impact Vaporlight, number one is the overall look. It just looks absolutely amazing. It doesn't look like any other toy hauler out there or multi-purpose vehicle. A couple of the features that you mentioned, Matt, that I just wanted to kind of touch on real quick, because they're so important. That 100-inch width, exterior width, is just absolutely amazing. So you get more living space inside with a Vaporlight. The 8-foot ramp door, manufacturers just simply don't do that. It's more comfortable going inside and outside of your Vaporlight. Lastly, Matt, that 5,200-pound axles, those heavy-duty axles, you just are not getting those with other manufacturers, and it's important to think about that when you're searching for a toy hauler.
And Matt, no, that's true. The other big, I'm sorry to cut you off there. I get a little excited because we got so many things to cover. We also do all the financing in-house, Mark.
Right.
I can't believe that.
Yep, that's a real big deal. We did talk about that briefly inside, and I think it's a big deal. Just simply put, is our terms are just better than you'd find at most dealerships. So, things like down payment and that kind of thing are just more flexible with us and just easier. But Matt, I couldn't be more thrilled about a toy hauler, a travel trailer than the Vaporlight. It's amazing. It looks awesome. It's got a million features.
Yeah, absolutely. If you guys have any questions at home, please give us a call. We're always available, open 7 days a week. If you need anything else, let us know. Thank you very much for watching.
Thank you.